Hey.
All right.
Hey, party people. Welcome.
Party people.
Welcome to the watch party on the Hit List Network. I am As a Kiwi.
And I'm Lydia.
Brian St. John.
I'm your girl, Lorena. Elbow. What's up, Brian? What's up?
What happened?
No, I thought you normally say it differently. You just
Yeah, she does.
I do.
Yeah, I'm
I
Lydia.
like to mix it up, though. I was like, I'm Lydia.
Welcome, y'all.
That's who I am. Keep it moving.
Welcome to the last Sunday in January. How you all doing?
All right.
Oh, we're good. How are you?
Right.
I'm doing well. You know, that's the generic answer, but I'm in pain. I'm suffering from plantar fasciitis.
Oh,
and,
yes.
a sore glute, and I got a lot of things going on. So I'm actually exercising my foot as we speak. So if you see me make these faces, it's like right now. But
they
I'll
just
be
catching
good.
up on you.
Yeah, you know, it caught up with me a long time ago. You know, I'm trying to fight it.
That's right.
I'm trying to. How y'all doing?
Good.
Can't complain. Got my new phone.
What you doing?
looks
Look at that.
I got my Samsung S21 Ultra. So
Okay,
What now?
Oh, camera's amazing. I got director's cut. Heather, you got one too? Yeah,
No,
baby.
she didn't.
Heather don't got one. Heather don't got like.
No, she didn't.
Like, stop
We know
it.
that.
Stop it. Like,
Heather's still on the rotary phone.
you know Brian is exclusive.
She on a Nokia.
Samsung personally
Brian in the
delivers.
VIP club. He's
Right,
a
they
VIP
personally deliver
Samsung
his
club.
phone. Heather ain't got that.
No, Heather ain't
Anyway.
got that. Heather
Anyway.
Chambers ain't got that.
So what?
Come on, Brian.
So now you could make your movies in HD, Brian.
Well, I could with the other one, but this camera's even better than the last one. Yeah.
Oh,
Those at-home movies.
Heather said, not the phone. She got the plantar.
Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Plantar.
We know you got that, Heather.
Lord Jesus.
Okay. Let's get some hot topics out the way real quick. I know you all wanted to talk about the Super Bowl coming up next week, so go.
Well, B, go ahead. Okay. Oh.
The Super Bowl. Go on, Lorena.
The Super Bowl is coming up. It is next Sunday, February 7th. I don't think we'll be doing a show that day because we got to watch Tampa Bay with Tom Brady, boo, and Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, yay! In Tampa Bay, they are playing in the same stadium as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, first time in NFL history. And so I and my family, we will be watching avidly, and I'm eating some barbecue chicken. Yes, let's go. I'm off the regular routine with the food for that day.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I technically I stopped watching football years ago, but I still do watch the Super Bowl. And even though I am not a Tom Brady fan at all, he's going to watch that boy and that team. Tom Brady's a GOAT.
You don't know.
Tom Brady's a GOAT. 43 years old. Tom Brady is still killing it. And he proved that it was not he and Bill Belichick. It was always him. Because 1 year into Tampa Bay, and he's already back in the Super Bowl. So
and nobody's talking about the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Brian, you want to put a little $5 wager on that?
Sure we can.
All right, I got Kansas City.
You got Cash App?
You heard it first
Cash App and
on
Zelle?
the watch party.
I got
next
PayPal.
week.
I got ways to get you your $5. Don't worry about it. Or you give me my $5.
Oh, no, you already said it right the first time.
No, how about that?
Okay. And also, I just want to quick mention, also musical guest will be The Weeknd and Jasmine Sullivan and somebody else.
Jasmine Sullivan
Who
too?
said Jasmine Sullivan?
Oh, I heard that. No?
No.
No.
You
That's a Brian and Lorena.
Heather, Google it. Heather, Google it. I think that there's some R&B folks are supposed to be on there too.
Yeah, it's called The Weeknd.
No.
Pop R&B.
Special guest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Look it up. Okay. Anyway, all right. So let's y'all just want to jump into it. Let's go.
Wait, can we give a
Okay.
mention to icon Cicely Tyson?
Oh,
yes.
my God!
Yes.
Thank you, Lydia.
And yes, we want to, just lift her up. Hopefully, she made a peaceful transition. What a legendary individual! She was legendary, and a member of my church. And she was a beautiful person. She would come to church whenever she was in town and not working. She was at Abyssinian, and she was a beautiful person. She spoke to everybody. She was nice. She was just a beautiful spirit. Beautiful spirit. She is with our ancestors now.
Yeah, no, I absolutely loved her. She was our queen in the realm of acting and our standard. And she was just classy up until the day. And she just released her autobiography.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
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 So, get that, y'all.
Yeah.
Before we go on, I know you normally ask us like what we did during the weekend. So I just want to let y'all know that I have completed the basics of pistol shooting with the NRA because I am in the process of applying and getting my handgun license for the state of Maryland. And so, I plan on being an avid shooter and owning a handgun, as I believe every Black person who would like to own a handgun as a citizen in the United States of America as a part of our Second Amendment should own one. I just want to let y'all know.
Guns and heels, guns and heels. That's right, girl.
Loud mouth with a gun.
Remember that, Brian.
What? Don't mess with her.
I don't have it yet. I gotta apply for it and I gotta go to a shooting class, but I passed my NRA test, my online test, and I learned a lot. So I just wanted to, to let y'all know that's right, Chrissy. All right.
Well, shout out to the ladies doing their thing, and Lydia with her certificate and certification, and she just did her first yoga class. So the ladies are bringing it in 2021. Yes.
Oh, I want to shout out the people in the comments: Jazz, Tanya, Chrissy, Heather. They popping tonight. They popping.
Okay, without further ado, let's pop into the show. Roll it.
It's your girl, Wendy Williams, on the mic. I am here to stay. Wendy Williams is not going anywhere. I'm going to come in like a hurricane. So, Whitney, are you still using drugs?
He wants to give you a talk show.
Millions of people turn on the radio to listen to me.
You're the star.
I am going to tell it like it is. I'm becoming a real business. And I've been trusting you to take care of all of that.
You're self-indulgent. You're narcissistic. You got a coke habit.
He's having a baby with her. Before I had you, I had me. And not you, nor anyone else have the power to take away my gifts. I'm gonna bring the heat. I will turn this city out.
A Lifetime original movie, Wendy Williams, premieres Saturday, January.
All right. So this is the movie of Wendy Williams, the brand icon, how she became Wendy Williams, who we all know, the How You Doing, the shock jock, the gossip girl, like everything. We all grew up on Wendy Williams. We listened to her on Kiss FM, which I forgot was Kiss FM before Hot 97 came. Because it's so long. We've gone through so many transitions and changes.
Kiss card.
No, I know. I remember my boy Kai used to work at my boy I went to college with. Kai used to work at Kiss and work with Wendy Williams. I was Kai Nix. I met Wendy because of Kai that one time, and I didn't really care for her when I first met her.
I was about to say, well, how was your Wendy experience?
She was cold. Yeah, she was cold. And I was so excited to meet her because, this is Wendy Williams. And Kyle was like, oh, come in. I come inside because I went into the building. And he's like, let me introduce you to Wendy. And she was sitting there. She was on her phone. And he introduced me to Wendy. And she was just cold as ice. And I said, this bitch. But I still loved her for what she did and what she gave to radio and what she did for the culture as well. But this was her story. This was her the development of her career, the relationship with her husband Kevin. One of the things I found strange watching this movie was she skirted over the first marriage. And she said in the movie how she didn't really want to talk about the first marriage because it only lasted but for a short period of time, and she could just skip over it. However, I remember the times when she was on the radio, and that marriage was intricate to her and an important part of her life because she kept talking to other women about how she got out of that marriage and packed her bags overnight, got into the car, and how she left that marriage. So I felt like part of that should have been explained. Because I think it's still part of her story because she talked about it all the time. But I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I thought that this was 1,000 times better in terms of production than Salt and Pepper. The acting, of course, was much better. Yeah, but it was much better than the Salt and Pepper movie.
Oh, reserve your comments.
I thought that
he's going in. He was just supposed to do the intro, but he's already going in.
I already started.
We've already talked.
Now you threw me off. The actress who played Wendy Williams, I thought she did a great job, and I also thought that the actor who played Kevin,
old boy from P Valley.
Yeah,
Brian, moderate this section.
Banana.
Go ahead, ask us questions. Switch up.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what did y'all think about the movie? Sid.
Okay, now if you don't know, some of you know, some of you don't know, I'm a publicist, and so I booked musical artists on the Wendy Williams TV show. And so I've been there several times. I know Kevin. I just probably in the latter years, I met Wendy personally. I just would always interact and call and speak to Kevin. So that was my relationship. And Wendy was a talent to the side. And so I have a personal connection to the both of them and the show. And so I thought that this movie was bananas. I didn't think it was better than Salt and Pepper. I thought the production, what I did think, we're not really discussing the documentary, which was totally different and better than the series. I mean, than the TV show. And she skirted over every single thing. I don't know how you make a movie about your life where it's only you. The whole movie is centered around, I know she has this thing where I'm my own best friend, but how do you not show your relationship with your family? Like in the documentary, she said that her little brother is her best friend. There's no interact in everything that she's going through. They show her mom come in and out, but we don't see any friends. We don't see any like camaraderie with anybody, like her family.
Lisa Carnegie, who was in the docu,
and she talks about Lisa.
And she talked about Lisa all the time on the radio.
And she talked about Lisa on the TV, on the Daily Show.
You know what, Sid? I totally agree with you because, this for me, like Wendy's rise in popularity was also the time when all of us were working in the music business together, right? In the 90s. And when there was so much controversy, right? And I felt like the reason why she was suspended from the radio station the first time.
Many times, by the way.
The reason why, like they talked about the gay rapper, but didn't dig into it, right? Because that was a huge thing in New York, the gay rapper. And, her like getting suspended and Puff calling and being pissed because it was Puff, it was Matt, it was a whole big thing about the gay rapper. And it was kind of like, just a little in the side, right? And I felt like the whole issues that she had with Whitney Houston, Puffy, and all that kind of stuff that drove her out of New York to Philly, that really should have been explored a little bit more because that was huge.
Yeah, I have to agree with Sid. It sped through her life. I thought that it was going to be a thing. The narration threw me off. I didn't really like that. I just wanted to see them act and play out, you know, her life story. I really like the narration part, and and it's like it just sped through a whole lot of stuff. And you know, I was like you said, Lorena, we all worked in the, you know, we worked in the industry at that time as well. And I remember a lot of stuff. There was a controversy.
Yes.
There were tons of controversies all the time. Because remember, there were so many times where she was suspended, and we were like, damn, Wendy's off the radio. Like, we all used to question whether she was ever coming back, because she always used to say so many things that was so shocking.
That's what I'm saying.
We were just like, she's gone.
And to piggyback on what Brian said earlier, I don't care if your marriage was a blip. Your first marriage is a huge deal.
Part of it.
It's a huge deal. And she must have a gag order in place, because she never in life mentioned in none of her books, in none of her daily talk show commentary. She's never mentioned the guy's name. Right? And so that is a huge part of her development. And for you to skirt, be like, I'm not talking about that. And then she also said, we're not mentioning my son. I'm like, well, why are we here?
Wait, you know what?
Also, Marina, not to cut.
Longer than all of us.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
No, I was trying to get something out real quick, but go ahead.
I'm talking about Eric B stealing the rental car that she did about the controversies that drove her.
By the way, I never even knew that she dated Eric B.
No one knew. That was a secret. That was a secret.
No one knew that.
But then she doesn't. Then during the week, during press, she reveals that she slept with Method Man, and that's not in the film.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It just felt it felt rushed. Like you literally were reading a book, and then it was just the pages were just going. And it was like, wait. What about that part? Wait, you forgot. Like I just literally
in the comments, Natalie, hey Nat. Natalie says that I remember she was married to someone who worked at WB. Is that true?
Tamara said his name was Bert.
Bert.
Wow, I didn't.
Well, okay. Can y'all find out also who raped Wendy? It was a one-hit wonder singer.
Yeah,
who was that? She said it on the show. It was a guy that was in a group with R. Kelly. I can't remember. She said his name. I can't remember his name, but they did say it, and they put up a picture of the album. But I can't remember right now. Also, before I got on, I was just skimming through Facebook and reading Doug Daniels' post page, and Colby Cole. He posted what Colby Cole from Philly said at the time when they all were at Philadelphia, and Wendy didn't have her own show. It was always a collective show. It was a group show.
Me in Philly.
In Philly, and they were always at the top of their rank. So she just came in to enhance the show, but she never took that show to number one. The show was already number one in the market. She just came in as an ensemble, and so he was just trying to clear up within the story. She made it seem as though she came in and then the show shot to number one, and he was like, "No, that wasn't the case."
Gotcha. So in the comments, Tamara and the hit list says it's Sherrick.
Our producer said public announcement.
Public announcement is the R. Kelly group.
Right.
No, I don't think it was in public announcement. I think it was in the group before public announcement, because there was a group called MGM or something like that before.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But that is vital.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lorena?
No. I was just gonna say I don't think that this was better than the Salt and Pepper movie last week. I think it was kind of similar, on par with like the production quality, the cheesy actors, and you know, I really enjoyed seeing people that I knew, like Skeletor, right? I was like,
they skirted over him too, because he was a very important part to her story. And
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne always said that he wasn't signing off on anything. So if they put him in there, he was going to get his lawyers anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, I like seeing Scale, and then obviously we all know Vinnie Brown, so that it was funny.
Yeah, I was just like, Vinny.
It's good to see Vinny. Yeah.
I was in Carol Ford, and there was so many I was like, wow,
Yeah,
yes.
but look, see how they did Kathy Hughes dirty?
Yo,
Yeah.
did Kathy Hughes dirty? That's how she was acting.
Oh, she was? Okay. I was like, I don't know her like that. But I was like, damn, you didn't even give her a speaking line. She just a smoking lady.
I bet you that's how she was.
And I do want to say, Brian had mentioned it quickly before. The actress that played Wendy, Sierra Payton,
Yeah.
she was on point with her.
Yeah.
Her talking, her mannerisms, and everything. Yeah. She was on point. And the dude, we mentioned it, the dude that played Kevin, Morocco Omari. Kevin loves her. Like, seriously. They were both really
from
good.
He was a nice Kevin, though. And I heard Kevin is a dog. Like,
that was the other thing too. Because
yes, it was two different.
We all heard stuff about.
If I was Kevin, I would be happy. If I was Kevin, I would be happy with the movie, because to me, he wasn't portrayed bad at all. Like, I understood his perspective, and he in the movie he was actually there for her all the time. Was never jealous of her career. Like, was supportive of her. He just had this like, if some relationships, some couples, they have an understanding. It's like, we know you step out. If they would have came to terms with that, I think they would have been fine. But she said, look, the affair was one thing. She was like, all right, you stepped out or whatever. But when the baby came into play, that for her, it was just like, I'm done. Like, I can't.
Here's my thing with Wendy. It's hypocritical, because
everything is hypocritical.
Because when you do these advices and you have all these women call in and they talk about their man's cheating on them, and you're like, no, you should leave, and I would never stay with a man who cheats. And she said that throughout her entire career. I've heard her say that to several women and men and this and that and the third. But you stayed with a man for 20-something years and you knew he was cheating on you 90% of that whole time you were with him. You stayed for the business.
But she said it herself in the after thing. She was alone because she still loved him, and she knew if she said anything to her parents, to her sister, to her brother, they would say leave. But she wasn't ready to leave. She couldn't follow her own advice because of the heart.
Right.
She was.
Well, I think on the TV on her show, she said she stayed for the business, because she said that she sacrificed everything else because they had a good thing and a good unit together, and they were building this whole brand and building this empire. That's why she stayed.
No, but even on the after, she said she loved him. That was part of it. She said she still loved him.
Yeah,
I believe she still does. I think she still does. Yeah.
Yeah, she still loves him. They have a child together. So she, thought, okay, all right, well, I can still make this work. But when she found out that it was a girl, because remember, I didn't know she had all those miscarriages, and the last was a baby girl that was stillborn at 5 months. So then you go and have a baby girl with somebody else,
right?
I couldn't even imagine.
But how comical was the scene when she went to the girl's house? I was like, this just turned into a comedy.
You mean
the comedy, the whole thing?
It was that, and when she had the Statue of Liberty, and even though we remember what happened when she fell, but that Statue of Liberty scene was hilarious. When she fell down in the Halloween show and she backed up.
Yeah, Christy, she did stay till little Kevin went to college too. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
But yeah, this was a Lifetime movie. So it gave me all of what I know Lifetime is. And I mean, it was interesting to watch, but that narration, her narrating and stuff like that, I felt like it took away from telling the story. Like, she was just doing spotlights on areas that she wanted to, and that was the whole movie. And I was like, Wendy, the after when she did the after show interview, that you got more, from that
That's what they should have stuck with.
movie. Like she
We didn't
went
need the
into
movie.
all kinds. She talked about how she felt. She talked about other things. I was like, well, dang, I should have bypassed the movie and just waited for the after show interview because I got 10 times more from that, and it was more entertaining or whatever.
Yeah, with the ugly crying. Ugh.
That's Wendy. Wendy does that on her show. I'm used to that.
I was I guess I was a little confused because I was like, so they put her in this halfway house and these people are driving her around and she can't do anything that she wants to do. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, that's when you sign yourself over to them.
Oh.
And so you have to comply to whatever normally you don't leave.
Right.
Come and go. Normally you stay at that facility.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, Taylor.
Yes, he's coming down so he can say goodnight. Stay up a little bit later. He has a snow day tomorrow. They close the schools. Kids can play.
You can still, we in virtual world. You still have virtual class.
Yeah,
I'm playing.
Look,
we still gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Virtual day, the one snow day you're gonna get all year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, so that was Wendy Williams. What a mess. Was a mess. So,
by the way, did the Robin Givens Wendy Williams movie ever come out? Because remember, she talked about that movie long time ago. Was that ever released?
Ask the box. I don't know.
While
they're researching, let's go ahead and rate this puppy. Brian?
2.5.
Wait. Freeze.
I said it was better because of the production. I like the production better than Salt and Pepper. Yes.
That's the half.
That's the half.
Video.
I give it a 3.25.
L.
I'll give it a 3.5. I mean, just for the nostalgia that it gave me, like nostalgic feeling, like
a lot of points for nostalgia.
Yeah, it really is.
But you know what? It's nostalgia.
I got nostalgia in too.
There's also things in the movie that happened to Wendy in her life that I did not know about until this movie. So I'll give it a 3.5. I didn't know that she suffered from all of those miscarriages and she had a weak cervix. I didn't know that at all.
Oh, you must not listen to her on a regular basis because she talks out all of this stuff.
I don't watch her show at all. I don't watch her show at all.
And
also, she talked about it on the radio too.
Yeah, she did.
I'm in Maryland. I didn't know it. So there are things that I learned, and we're going back to last week now.
And also, she didn't touch on any of her diseases, like the eye thing to make her. What do you call that?
Oh yeah. I can't remember that. Yeah.
She didn't really go into that. She didn't go into her lymphedema that also played into her being clumsy and not being able to walk.
I was what was on her legs, and then she explained it. But,
in the doc.
In the doc. And after
not in the film.
Right, no.
Like she had a lot of ailments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I didn't know a lot about Kevin until later I learned when he had cheating with the baby and he had the house and stuff, but I didn't learn how long this had been going on. So there were some things that I definitely I learned from watching, but I don't know, it had me smiling because it just made me think about when we used to all we used to make sure we had the radio on at that time for Wendy Williams every day. Wondering, who's the gay rapper? Remember, we would be having conversations about who we thought it was.
I just want to give Kev shout to Kev. Like, I like Kev. Like, we always have funny conversations and real conversation. Like, he's a thug hood dude, and so there's no BSing with him. So you have straight shoot conversation, and that's the conversation we used to have when I used to go to the show. And I'm like, Kev, what's up? He's like, he'd be like, come see me, come to my office. Well, I was like, here we go. Yes, Kev, I know. He was like, Sydney, you know, they better say this and they better say that. I'm just saying. Yes, Kev. Yes, Kev. So shout out to Kev. If you ever see this, you know, I'm a fan still. Anyway.
What's your rating?
Oh, 2.
And you know Brian 2.5?
He never said that he liked it.
Yeah.
The name of the
You were shocked that Brian gave it 2.5?
Yes, because he's. I thought he said he liked it.
I did. I liked it 2.5 ways.
Natalie Rodriguez said the name is Graves' disease.
Yes, that's what I said.
Oh, you did? Okay, I didn't hear.
I did.
Put on your listening ears and stop talking about me manscaping you.
Didn't say that, but you did.
We back there again? Anti-way.
Natalie didn't hear either because she put it in the chat.
Anti-way.